All right, hi guys. My name is Rachel. Welcome to the August coach search and the info session about being a coach. You're going to hear from myself about kind of like a new coach side of things, why I started and how it's working for me. And then you're going to hear from some of my teammates and get some more information from them, but I'll talk about that after. So my job today is to just tell you why I decided to do it. I am 25 years old. Well, I will be 25, almost there. I am a full-time math teacher, and I really just started this on like a lucky chance that I happened to come across my coach, Bree. So if I rewind a little bit, I was finishing my school year and about to get married and just like totally not interested in exercising. I knew I needed a part-time job because I can't sit still. And like as a teacher, it's so easy to just like do nothing all summer and like feel useless essentially. So with those things in mind, I was just kind of hoping something would work out for me. I had started doing things like the grocery shopping where you drop it off at people's houses, just anything I could think of. And then one night I just happened to scroll by Bree on Facebook, and I did one of these same video sessions I watched just like you are now, and just fell in love with the idea of helping people and really using what I'm passionate about. So I've always loved exercise. Within like the last 3 years, I've learned a lot about like what I can do, how to lift weights, and how to train for races and things like that. But I had just kind of hit a point where I thought that was all I'd ever have. Like, this was the body I'm going to have. This is my lifestyle. And sometimes I like it and sometimes I'm bored with it. And the cool thing about Beachbody for me is that I kind of got like a refresher. Like, I have all these workouts now where someone is telling me what to do. I don't have to talk myself into it. And now all of a sudden, like, my body's changing again. And I thought I was like done with that. So it's really cool to see. And then later, I think Joe is going to talk about how like you don't have to already have known how to exercise. That's just my story. So I became a coach to help people, and I definitely have. This is my third month right now. So what you'll find as a new coach is that your coaches are going to set you up for success. So it wasn't like I just started in blindly. There are people telling you what to do, how to do it. They're going to support you. And I want you to know, as just 3 months into it, you will have success if you put the time and effort into it. So that is about me. That's why I'm a coach. That's why I love it. I've gotten a chance to reconnect with people from high school and give them the opportunity to see change in their own life. And that is like the coolest thing ever. So keep that in mind. That's my story. And you're going to hear from Cassie today, Paige, Joe, and Bree. So Cassie's next. She's going to talk to you about the 4 vitals. But then after that, Paige is going to tell you about how we help people. Joe is going to talk to you guys more about how to get over your fears. And then Bree, who's everybody's coach on this call, she's going to talk to you guys about the financial side of it. How do you make money? And then how do you get started? So I'm going to hand it over to Cassie.
Hey everyone, I am Cassie, and I am a full-time interior designer and a part-time coach. I've actually been a coach for about 4 months now, but in that short amount of time, I have made such an improvement in all areas of my life, from my own health and fitness to my attitude to my finances. It's been pretty awesome. So a little bit about my journey. Unlike some people, I didn't gain the freshman 15. I actually gained the post-grad 15 because once I started working full-time, all of my priorities got out of whack and out of balance. I totally neglected my health. I didn't have the energy for anything after I commuted home from work, and I was really desperate for a change, but I wasn't convinced I could make this coaching thing work with my schedule. I actually turned down coaching twice because I was scared to overcommit myself. But then I started to think about the 4 vital behaviors that every coach does, and I actually started to see how easy it was to integrate into my life. So I wanted to break them down a little bit for you. So first is working on our own health and fitness, which is such a cool part of our job description. We get to be the proof that the Beachbody programs and products actually work. And with Beachbody On Demand, which is basically our Netflix of workouts, we get access to over 700 plus programs. And there's always new ones being added. And plus you can stream the workouts from your phone, computer, TV, tablet. It's like the ultimate on-the-go fitness tool. And not to mention the meal guides, the portion containers, the recipes are like the most helpful resources to stay on track and stay accountable. And that's huge. The meal plans, they can be customized to any diet. So there's honestly something for everyone through Beachbody, from cardio dance workouts to weightlifting, from pre and post workout supplements to the superfood shakes that I drink every single day. These are the tools that Beachbody gives us to be the best versions of ourselves. So for me, by waking up a little bit earlier than I used to, I'm able to get in my 30 to 40 minute workout before I leave for work. And then I get myself set up with a power superfood breakfast. And with that slight shift in my schedule, I was able to prioritize my health and fitness. And that's how I was able to lose almost 10 pounds since committing to coaching. I mean, with consistency and the right resources, like this can happen. And that's what vital behavior number 1 is all about. It starts with yourself. So that's just super cool. Second is not only working on our physical fitness, but also building our mental fitness as well. And Beachbody is a company that actually cares about its employees in that way, which is a breath of fresh air compared to some corporate jobs. But every day on my way to work, I listen to audiobooks, podcasts, any type of personal development that will boost my attitude or give me the confidence to like rock my business or even just rock that day. The mindset switch from the like self-pity about my drab situation to self-empowerment and being able to control my situation was a huge draw for me as a coach. And as you can imagine, just adding personal development on my way to and from work, like the 15-minute commute I have, I get to sandwich this mental boost around my day job, which can be stressful at times. And I didn't know how to handle that before, but now I'm armed with like the right tools to tackle it. So also super cool. The third vital behavior is really just talking to people and sharing this opportunity with others. Honestly, inviting people to join you is truly at the heart of what we do as coaches, because most of us have an ambition to help people. And I realized for myself, I was always on my phone anyways, just mindlessly scrolling Instagram and Facebook. So now I get to use that time to be more productive and have cool conversations with people about starting their own health and fitness journey. And part of this is sharing your own story too, like on social media, sharing your transformation as a way to inspire others to make the change that you did in your life. And that's really, really a key part of what we do as coaches, is reaching out and talking and sharing. Lastly, fourth is recognition. And this is like the best part about coaching, because you get to celebrate victories. You get to celebrate yourself and celebrate people on your team. And it can be losing 5 pounds or a non-scale victory, like getting through the workday without a 3 p.m. energy crash because you're feeling less fatigued. So along with kind of the mindset switch, recognition plays a really key part in what we do as coaches, because giving shout outs and celebrating, it's a simple thing that you can do throughout your day, but again, it totally changes your attitude and it makes you feel like a leader and a coach. And it's so good. So honestly, these simple behaviors are things I do within an hour or so of my day. And yes, I do coaching part-time. I still love being an interior designer, but coaching has really filled the gaps in so many areas of my life. And I always like to say, we have 24 hours in a day, and other than eating and sleeping, we can fill the rest of those hours with meaningful behaviors, things that we're passionate about, jobs that we're passionate about. So if you think time may be an issue for you and making this opportunity work, think about what you do every day. And maybe you're not filling your life with things that make you happy. So I'm going to drop that mic right there and pass it on to Paige because she's going to be sharing a little bit more about the coaching community that you'd be joining and all the good stuff. So Paige, take it away, girl.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Paige, and I finished journey in November 2007, where I was at my ever been my entire life, and I just really felt disgusted with myself. I would cry in the mirror every single day, and I wasn't okay physically or mentally. And long story short, because I could go on forever, I found my coach on Facebook, and I was like, and I saw that she was just having the time of her life with this coaching journey and her fitness journey, and I was like, I'm gonna reach out. And that's when I found Beachbody, and it completely changed my life. I lost 25 pounds since starting, and I feel amazing, and now I get to help others feel amazing as well. So I became a discount coach in December 2017 after Bree tried to get me to do it 3 times. And I had no intention of working this business. And it wasn't until I posted my results that I saw I was inspiring others, and I wanted to help them feel as good as I was feeling. So when you join our team of coaches, we right away set you up for success. We will give you all the tools that you need to get started right, and you will continue to get the support you need. Whether it's with your personal life or through your coaching journey or your fitness journey, this community has your back. And we take our new coach training very seriously, and we really pride ourselves on our new coach mentorship program. It's phenomenal. And every week we have team calls, and these calls are just a chance for us to hang out as a team virtually and get more trainings on specific topics. And on these calls, it's a chance for you to ask questions live. And it's very, very helpful. So like I said, you're always set up for success. And when you start to build your team will also join our big group and will have the same resources that you have, and will help them set up for success to start their own teams. So you get to help your team become another success story. And we as coaches, we strive to help people become healthier and better versions of themselves. So we put together fun challenge groups. So you're probably wondering, what is a challenge group? Or you may already be in one. But basically what it is we choose a program to focus on, and we invite men and women to join, and we get healthy together. These groups are a place where everyone can post their accountability, because accountability helps everyone stay on track. It's a safe place to talk about struggles, not only within the program, but within life as well, because your personal life and your fitness journey, they go hand in hand. So as a coach, you run these groups, and you get to help people achieve their goals while working on your own goals, which is freaking amazing, because you're all on this journey together. It's never like, oh, I'm here. So you get to make these groups so fun. You can do giveaways and playing challenges, and just make it a fun community. Make fitness fun again. But you are a part of a community, and you're building a community of your kind of people, and you get to help make a difference in someone's life. And I know for me, my only regret is I wish I would have joined sooner and started working this business sooner, because this business is about people helping people, and that's amazing. And this community has given me so much. But I'm actually going to pass it off to Joe now, because I'm going to get emotional and sentimental. So take it away, Joe.
Awesome. Thank you, Paige. Also, Paige is my best friend. So that just goes to show, and we only just met each other at our national leadership conference in Indianapolis in June. And it was just amazing knowing that this community is what brought us together, and she's my person. So look at the possibility of that. So my name is Joe. I live in New York City. I'm a recent college graduate, and I work a million jobs. But my favorite out of the 4 jobs that I work is coaching, and that is because it has given me so much life that I didn't realize I had been missing. And I really started my health and fitness journey when I was in college. I had gone through a really dark time because I was in an incredible acting program in New York City, living my dream, and I was so unhappy. And I knew that I needed to make a change, and that had to come from self-care. And then that just like one thing led to another, and that led me to not only seeing incredible results in losing 35 pounds, I now am able to help other people do that, which has just been like such a blessing. But I'm going to talk about what fears you might be feeling, because I understand that like coming into anything new, there's a lot of anticipation and excitement and nerves and questions. And we recognize that. So we want to make sure that you feel secure in knowing if this really is a right fit for you. So I am going to start with the first one that we get a lot of the time, people thinking that they are not in the best shape of their life. How could they help people with their own fitness? And this is my favorite. We actually heard this quote at our conference in June, that it's not about having a six-pack, it's about having the lifestyle. And that's so true, because health is not an exterior, health is an inner experience. So like I said, like it's all about the journey, and like we talked about, we share that journey on social media. It's literally our job. And people who are struggling with their health and fitness, or wanting to like 10x their life in any sort of way, they can't relate to people who are just like doing selfies and like are like perfect Instagram models. That is unrelatable. Whereas if they see people who have struggles and they're like crushing their fitness, and then they post like, ate a whole tray of brownies. Wow. They tasted delicious, but I think I need to reroute my focus. That's relatable. And we care about that. We care about connecting with people. So that's really mostly in terms of like having a certain body type or anything. You don't need a certain body type to lead people to live their lives better. So that's super important about our job. And also, like, if you are concerned about the way that your body looks or how you feel, it's our job to be fit. It's our job to treat our bodies with respect and feed good food to ourselves so that we can be the best version of ourselves and live our #best life. So that when it's part of your job description, it's a lot easier to stay accountable. The next one I want to touch on is not having a big Instagram following or Facebook friends list. Most people don't, to be completely honest. It's not about quantity, but it's about quality. And the more that you're posting your journey, you are able to have people understand what is going on and what this thing is, and really let them into your life. And that's going to be what matters, instead of a bunch of people who are just voyeuristic in terms of your journey because you're an Instagram model who just like looks good. Also, we do a ton of trainings, like Paige was saying, each week. And a lot of them do circle around Instagram or Facebook or social media in general, and either new trends going on or best practices. So if you feel like you only post dark photos in a corner from the like underside angle, don't worry, we will be able to help you with that. And it becomes really empowering that like you're documenting your journey. And like I'm thinking about a year from now, potentially even making like a scrapbook version of my Instagram, so I can look and read the different posts and see how far I've come. And that's really what it is. And I have my list right here so I don't forget anything. And then I think this one is the big kicker for a lot of people. They see us coaches living our best lives, really making an impact, and a lot of people don't think that they can be successful doing this. They're like, that's great for them, but I could never do that. I've never been successful in anything that I've ever done. I've always quit. Like, we've all said that. All of us have said that before starting being a coach, because you until you start doing personal development and learning that you have so much to offer, especially with this opportunity, but like you in and of yourself, you have so much to offer to these people in your community, that you will be successful in ways that you'll never even imagine. Because success doesn't just look like money. It doesn't just look like a certain lifestyle. Success is how you live your life, and a lot of that has to do with your mental state. And another way of being successful is that you just need to have a big heart and a lot of hustle. And that's why whoever invited you here invited you, because we see that in you and we see the potential that you have to make an impact. So just know that if you might not be able to see it, we are able to see that in you, and shortly you'll be able to see that for yourself, which is really exciting. And along with that, if you feel like you haven't been successful in other areas of your life, but you're a really hard worker, no one can teach you work ethic. That is something that you have ingrained within you, and no one can take that away from you. They could have all the assets in the world. They could come from money. They could have all the connections. But if you have work ethic and they don't, you're going to go much farther in life than them in ways that you will have never imagined for yourself. So with that, like, anxiety around not knowing if you can be successful, like, a lot of that is fear. It's fear that if you put yourself out there and you try something new or different, that it's not going to work, that it's going to be like everything else. That's normal, because actually fear and excitement manifest the same chemical reaction in your body. So if you feel like you're afraid, it's probably because you're excited too, and it's new and you don't really know what's going on. But it's one of those things that if you take that leap of faith, oh my God, you will be so grateful that you trusted that instinct within yourself and did the scary thing, and then you were scared after. That's a big quote on this team. Yeah, and it's just like, if you're hardworking, the sky is the limit with this. Like, this is $1 million business that you have at your fingertips, and if you just want to work hard, that's available to you. So, speaking of moolah, I'm going to switch it over to Bree, who's going to talk about income, talk about getting started, and just even more of the possibility, because she is such a veteran. So off to you, Bree.
What's up, guys? I am so excited to be here and to be sharing with you more about coaching. You know, this opportunity has completely transformed my life on every single level possible. And I think you heard a lot about that from hearing from all of these coaches share their story and share what they love most about this opportunity. It's absolutely mind-boggling, like, what potential there is with this. And I could be here all night talking about it, but I've got 5 minutes, so I'm going to jump right to it. Just really briefly, I want you to know that before I became a coach, I pretty much quit everything in my life. Like, I was just a jumper and a quitter. As soon as something got hard, I would quit. I never really stuck anything through. I was the girl, like Joe was talking about, who saw these people being successful, and I'm like, well, duh, they could do it, but I could never do that. I could never be successful. But it was one of those things where I just decided to go for it and lean in. And I had a work ethic and I had a heart to help other people. And so when you lean into that, anything is possible. And this opportunity, Beachbody, the community, the fitness, the finances, has changed every single area of my life. From my own physical results, I've lost 23 pounds since becoming a coach, to my mindset. I used to be a little bit of a negative Nancy, and now I am pretty much the opposite, to my finances, which I'm going to share with you in just a minute. But also my relationship with myself and with my boyfriend as well has completely transformed because of the positivity and the ability to dream bigger that this opportunity has really brought into my life. I'm going to share with you guys some really personal information when it comes to my own income progression, but I feel it's really important to know what's possible, because if, you know, a nobody from the Midwest who quit everything in her life can be successful, then why can't you be successful? Why can't you crush this? The answer is, you can be successful, and we're here for you every single step of the way. So when I was a new coach, I earned back my initial investment within my first week in the business, which is the most amazing thing, because in what other universe can you start a business and earn that back within the first week, right? Most people, when they start a business, not only are they spending, 6 figures to open said business, but now they're in debt for the next 5 years, hopefully by year 6 to break even, and then, again, hopefully begin earning income. But as a coach, I was able to earn back my initial investment within that first week. And then my first few weeks in the business, I was earning about $100 a week, which turned into $1,000 a month, and has since then grown and compounded, which I'm going to give you stats. I know if you're a numbers person, you're like, show me the numbers. I'm going to get there. But this income was helping me do things I was never able to do before, like paying for Lululemon clothes. Like, hi, if you love Lulu, like, I was able to go buy a pair of Lulu. I was able to take my boyfriend out on dates. And like I said, in what other universe can you begin earning income if you hit the ground running and, there's not a lot of overhead? The sky really is the income disclaimer. And with that being said, Team Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success. Each coach's income is based on their own hard work, diligence, and skill, which is the most empowering thing about this business, because you get to write your own success story. You are the person who gets to dictate how much is your hour worth. For me, when I worked a corporate job, they told me my hour was worth X amount of dollars. That was so unmotivating to me, because that's what I would do. And then I would go home and I'd be like, hey, I would literally calculate. I don't know if you do this. If you're like, I'm going to be here for the next 6 hours and 45 minutes, and then you divide that by your hourly wage, and you're like, oh my God, this is what my time is worth, and you go bonkers. I would do that. But as a coach, you get to dictate how much do you want your hour to be worth? Like, you get to decide that. Since I became a coach, I was able to turn this into my full-time income. So I'm a full-time Beachbody coach. I was able to retire my boyfriend from his job. He used to work a very labor-intensive job as a pool boy. If you have a pool, then he did the job that your pool boy comes and does. And he cleans the pool, and it's really physically demanding. He would even dig the pool holes, and they would fill the pools. And one summer he got a concussion from slipping on a pool. But anyways, we were about to retire him from that job, and we recently just moved across the country to Florida, which is really cool to see the potential, right? So I'm going to share with you guys the last 3 Januaries and we just moved into our new apartment, by the way, in Florida. We just got all this furniture that I'm really excited about. So I'm sitting in my living room floor because my new rug is really pretty. But anyways, so the last 3 Januaries, I want to take you guys through a really quick income progression so you can see the potential. And like I said, I've only been doing this for 3 years. So what the heck is year 6, year 10 going to look like? January of 2016, I earned $483. What? Brand new baby coach, new business, making money, helping people, helping myself, losing weight, getting healthy, getting fit, getting confident, and paying that forward. The following January, I gave myself a $4,000 pay raise, and I made I have my numbers written down right here. That's what I'm reading off of. $4,486. While my friends who were working corporate jobs were getting $500 pay raises, I gave myself a $4,000 pay raise. And then the following January, so this past January of 2018, I earned $11,279. Now, if you would have told me 3 years ago that I would be here and I would be making 6 figures as a 25-year-old, nobody from the Midwest who did nothing with her life prior to this, I would have laughed in your face. I would have not believed it. But when you have a passion and you have a work ethic, the sky is the limit. And it's been really cool to see that growth and compound over time just from doing what I love. Of course, other than monetary, how else do we earn as coaches? So there's actually something called the Millionaire Circle. This is for coaches who have earned 7 figures in their business. And I have friends who are in the Millionaire Circle. And I know that before I'm 30, I'm going to be hanging out in the Millionaire Circle and earn my spot there, which is, again, mind-blowing. I'm 25 years old. In what other world is that possible? We also get free vacations. So I don't know if you're motivated by travel, but that was something that really, really was cool to me, knowing that you can earn a free vacation for you plus one. We call them our family vacays because we get to go on 5-star, all expenses paid vacations on Beachbody's dime with our entire coaching community, and we just get to hang out. And it's so much fun, all the team bonding. So now you're like, Bree, this sounds freaking amazing. Oh wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me really quickly break down the compensation plan. Then we will talk about how we earn, or how to get started and officially enroll. So there are quite a few ways that we earn income as coaches. I'm going to go over the 2 main forms with you so that you have an understanding. But like I said, as you continue to grow your business, it's so mind-boggling, all the different ways that you can earn. But the 2 main forms of earning as a new coach are through what we call team cycle bonuses and through commission. So as far as commission goes, you will earn a 25% commission off of anything that you get a new customer hooked up with, which is huge. So Beachbody On Demand subscriptions, Shakeology, any of the performance line, especially when most companies offer up to a 3% commission. And then as far as team cycle bonuses go, this comes from the productivity of your team. So when your team's doing well and they're doing what you're doing and they're helping people get started on their fitness journey with Beachbody, we earn income based on that productivity of everyone as a whole, which is amazing because this is the residual income that grows and compounds with time and comes in no matter what. So say, for example, something happens in your life and you have to travel home and you can't go to work, can't clock into work because, a family emergency. You're still still going to get paid that residual income that you have built up. And I think that's really cool because there's not a lot of opportunities out there where you can build that residual income and get paid, you know, as that no matter what, which is really great. And you know, God forbid an emergency happens. So how exactly do we get started? You're like, Bree, this is my dream job. Where do I sign up? I am freaking ready to join the squad. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you enrolled with your story, your journey with Beachbody. It's a one-time fee of $160, which is amazing because just wait till you hear what comes with it. You're going to be like, wait, I get all of that for only $160? So you're going to get your new fitness program and meal plan, along with a 12-month subscription to Beachbody On Demand, aka the Netflix for our workouts that Cassie was talking about. You're going to get a 30-day supply of Shakeology, which can be used as a meal replacement. It can be used on the go, a snack, however you want to use that. You're also going to get access to our new coach training, our virtual boot camp. You are going to get a new coach starter kit from Beachbody, and you're also going to get us as your fitness coaches, your mentors, and your friends. So get used to these spaces. You're going to be seeing us a lot. And of course, you know, we're going to work closely together to help you earn back that initial investment ASAP, but also to have continued success as you go throughout your journey. We're here for you every single step of the way. And just like Joe was talking about, it is totally normal to have fears. I know when I was sitting in on a call like this, I was excited, I was scared, I was pumped, I was nervous, I was skeptical, I was really freaking excited. I was all the feels. I was all of the above. And it's totally normal, but it's one of those things that you can either continue sitting on the sidelines wondering what if I would have gone after my dream job? What if I would have said yes to changing my life? Or you can be the person who goes for it and you can create your dream life and you can make your goals your reality, which is freaking amazing. So when you are ready to get started, reach out to the person who added you into this group or sent you the recording, and enrollment is super speedy. It takes like 5 minutes, so we can get you enrolled today. We can get you your new coach welcome email, your new coach training ASAP, and we are so excited to welcome you to the Fit Fam, and thanks for tuning in, guys.